McKenzie Coan was born on June 14, 1996, in Clarksville, Georgia, into a family that would play an essential role in helping her navigate life with osteogenesis imperfecta, OI, commonly known as brittle bone disease. Diagnosed at just 19 days old, McKenzie's life was shaped by the limitations of a condition that made her bones incredibly fragile and susceptible to fractures. As a child, she experienced more than 100 bone fractures, a reality that would have been overwhelming for many families. However, McKenzie's parents, Mark and Teresa Coan, along with her brothers, refused to let her disability define her life. Growing up in a tight-knit community in Clarksville, McKenzie's family was her greatest source of strength. They provided her with the support she needed not only to face her challenges but also to embrace an active life. From a young age, her parents were determined to instill a sense of independence in McKenzie, encouraging her to explore the world despite the risks associated with her condition. They fostered an environment where McKenzie could thrive, teaching her resilience, positivity, and determination in the face of adversity. McKenzie's introduction to swimming came as part of her family's approach to keeping her active while managing the risks associated with OI. Swimming was a perfect outlet for her. The buoyancy of the water allowed her to move freely without the fear of falling or injuring her fragile bones. The pool became a place of freedom for McKenzie, a world where she could move without fear of injury. From her earliest swimming lessons, it was clear that McKenzie had a special connection with the water. Her parents saw the joy it brought her and encouraged her to pursue the sport. As McKenzie began to swim more regularly, her talent in the water became evident. She wasn't just a swimmer for rehabilitation, she had a competitive edge. Her parents nurtured this talent, supporting her as she transitioned from swimming for fun to competing in local meets. They recognized that swimming provided McKenzie with more than just physical therapy. It gave her a sense of confidence and independence that carried over into other areas of her life. With every stroke in the pool, McKenzie was not only building her physical strength, but also developing the mental resilience that would later define her career. Despite the challenges of growing up with brittle bone disease, McKenzie never let OI limit her ambitions. Her family's unwavering support and belief in her potential fueled her determination to pursue her dreams. Through their encouragement, McKenzie learned that she could embrace physical activity and pursue competitive sports, even with her condition. The support of her parents and brothers helped her break down barriers and push the limits of what was possible for someone with OI. McKenzie's early life in Clarksville laid the foundation for her future success as a Paralympic swimmer. Her family's encouragement, her love for the water, and her refusal to be defined by her condition all played a critical role in shaping the athlete she would become. The lessons of resilience, courage, and perseverance that she learned in her childhood would go on to fuel her rise as one of the most decorated Paralympic swimmers in U.S. history. McKenzie Coan's discovery of swimming came as a turning point in her young life. Diagnosed with osteogenesis imperfecta, OI, a condition that made her bones extremely fragile, physical activities on land were always risky. Every fall or impact held the possibility of a fracture, which created limitations that weighed heavily on her childhood. However, the water provided McKenzie with something she had never experienced before: freedom. The buoyancy of the pool allowed her to move without the constant fear of injury. For the first time, McKenzie could push herself physically in ways that weren't possible on land. The water was a safe space where her body wasn't defined by OI, and this freedom fostered her love for the sport. Her parents initially introduced her to swimming as a form of therapy, believing it would help build her strength and provide a healthy, low-impact activity to keep her active. However, swimming quickly became more than just therapy for McKenzie; it was her passion. McKenzie's first swimming lessons were therapeutic in nature, but they quickly revealed her natural ability in the pool. From an early age, it became clear that she had a competitive spirit and a talent for the water. Her instructors noticed that, even though she was swimming for rehabilitation, McKenzie had an impressive feel for the water, and her enthusiasm for the sport only grew. It wasn't long before she started participating in local swim meets, testing her abilities in a competitive environment for the first time. In these early competitions, McKenzie realized that swimming gave her more than just physical strength; it gave her confidence. The competitive nature of swim meets fueled her determination, and soon, McKenzie began winning events, setting the stage for her future career as an elite swimmer. The pool had become her sanctuary, a place where her condition didn't define her and where her dreams of becoming a world-class athlete started to take shape. These early experiences in the pool laid the groundwork for McKenzie's future as a Paralympic swimmer. Her love for the water, combined with the freedom it provided her from the physical constraints of her condition, turned swimming from a therapeutic exercise into a lifelong passion. The competitive spirit she nurtured in those first local meets would later drive her to compete at the highest levels of Paralympic sport, where she would go on to become a multi-time gold medalist and one of the most successful adaptive athletes of her generation. McKenzie Coan's journey through competitive swimming was marked by rapid progress and early successes that set the stage for her rise as an elite Paralympic swimmer. After discovering her love for swimming in childhood, McKenzie quickly moved from local meets to competing at regional and national adaptive sports events. Her natural talent in the pool became evident as she began winning races and setting records in adaptive competitions, despite her condition of osteogenesis imperfecta. Her early successes came through hard work and dedication, as McKenzie focused on improving her technique and building her endurance in the pool. She quickly established herself as a standout swimmer, gaining attention not only within the adaptive sports community but also among coaches and athletes at national competitions. These experiences were essential in developing her competitive mindset and preparing her for the higher levels of the sport. A defining moment in McKenzie's career came when, at just 16 years old, she made her Paralympic debut at the 2012 London Paralympics. Competing on the world stage at such a young age was a huge milestone for McKenzie, marking her entry into the elite ranks of Paralympic swimmers. Although she didn't medal in London, the experience was invaluable. She competed in multiple events, gaining exposure to the intensity of international competition and understanding what it would take to excel at the highest level. This early exposure to the Paralympics gave McKenzie a clear sense of direction and purpose for her swimming career. The experience of competing against the world's best swimmers fueled her drive to improve, and she returned from London with a renewed focus on her training. London 2012 wasn't just a stepping stone, it was a crucial learning experience that prepared McKenzie for future success, helping her understand the mental and physical preparation required to reach the podium in subsequent Paralympic Games. From her early victories in national adaptive competitions to her London Paralympics debut, McKenzie's journey through the competitive ranks was characterized by resilience, growth, and the pursuit of excellence. These experiences laid the foundation for her historic success at the 2016 Rio Paralympics, where she would go on to win multiple gold medals and solidify her place among the best Paralympic swimmers in the world. McKenzie Coan's breakthrough at the 2016 Rio Paralympics was a defining moment in her swimming career, marking her rise as one of the sport's brightest stars. At just 20 years old, McKenzie secured 4 medals, 3 of which were gold, in the 50m, 100m, and 400-meter freestyle events, along with a silver in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. Her success in Rio catapulted her to international fame and solidified her place among the top Paralympic athletes. Leading up to Rio, McKenzie's preparations were intense. She dedicated countless hours to refining her technique, building endurance, and mentally preparing for the pressure of competing at the world's highest level. Rio marked her second Paralympic appearance after London 2012, and she was determined to improve upon her performance and reach the podium. Her rigorous training regimen paid off as she delivered some of the best swims of her career. Her first gold medal came in the 50-meter freestyle S7 category, where she narrowly edged out her competitors, showcasing her explosive speed. The victory was followed by wins in the 100-meter and 400-meter freestyle events, with McKenzie demonstrating exceptional versatility and stamina across different distances. Each race brought with it a wave of emotions, from the tension before each start to the overwhelming joy of standing atop the podium. For McKenzie, these victories were more than just medals, they were the culmination of years of hard work, overcoming challenges posed by her condition, and a testament to her resilience. Winning 3 gold medals in Rio transformed McKenzie's career, elevating her profile as a Paralympic star. The attention from media, sponsors, and the global swimming community grew significantly. She became a role model for athletes with disabilities, inspiring countless individuals through her achievements and advocacy for adaptive sports. The Rio Paralympics marked the moment when McKenzie moved from being a promising young swimmer to one of the leading faces of Team USA. Her success in Rio also gave her a platform to expand her advocacy efforts, using her voice to promote greater accessibility in sports and encourage people with disabilities to pursue their passions. As a multi-gold medalist, McKenzie not only made history but also became a symbol of perseverance, representing what's possible with dedication and hard work, regardless of physical limitations. The 2016 Rio Paralympics was a career-defining event that cemented McKenzie Coan's legacy as a Paralympic champion. Throughout her career, McKenzie Coan has faced significant physical challenges due to osteogenesis imperfecta, OI, a genetic disorder that causes brittle bones. Managing this condition while competing at the highest level in swimming has required McKenzie to strike a delicate balance between pushing her body to perform and protecting it from further injury. OI has led to over 100 fractures in her lifetime, with some occurring during critical phases of training and competition. These injuries, combined with the constant risk of fractures, have made her journey as a Paralympic swimmer uniquely challenging. One of the biggest hurdles McKenzie has faced is managing the recovery periods following injuries. Each fracture requires time to heal, disrupting her training schedule and forcing her to adapt both physically and mentally. While most athletes deal with occasional injuries, for McKenzie, the frequency of these interruptions can be mentally taxing. Each time she breaks a bone, it's not just about the physical pain but the frustration of having to rebuild her strength and conditioning from the ground up. Despite these setbacks, McKenzie has displayed extraordinary resilience. Her ability to cope with the physical toll of OI is closely tied to her mental toughness. Instead of letting injuries defeat her, McKenzie has learned to use each recovery period as an opportunity to reflect, reset, and come back stronger. Her mental resilience has been a defining aspect of her career, allowing her to maintain focus on her long-term goals despite the constant risk of setbacks. McKenzie's approach to recovery is a testament to her dedication. She has worked closely with her medical team and coaches to ensure that her training is as safe and effective as possible. By focusing on low-impact exercises and being mindful of her body's limits, she's managed to remain at the top of her sport. Importantly, she also credits her support system, her family, coaches, and medical team for helping her stay positive through challenging times. Emotionally, the frequent injuries and recovery periods can be draining, but McKenzie's perseverance comes from her deep love for swimming and her desire to inspire others. She has often spoken about her belief in the power of positivity and the importance of staying mentally strong, regardless of the obstacles faced. For McKenzie, swimming is not just a sport, it's a way to prove to herself and the world that limitations are meant to be overcome. Her ability to focus on long-term goals, even during difficult periods, is what has helped McKenzie continue to succeed at the highest levels. Through all the challenges, she has remained committed to her dream of competing and winning for Team USA, showing remarkable resilience and dedication that inspire athletes and individuals with disabilities across the world. The Tokyo 2020 Paralympics presented McKenzie Coan with a set of challenges unlike any she had faced before, largely due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic impacted every aspect of her preparation, from training to mental focus, but it also showcased her adaptability and mental toughness. In the lead-up to the Games, the pandemic disrupted normal training routines for athletes worldwide. Pools were shut down, and access to training facilities was limited, forcing McKenzie to get creative with her workouts. Like many athletes, she had to adapt to training from home, focusing on dryland exercises to maintain her strength and conditioning while waiting for pools to reopen. This period of uncertainty tested her mental resilience, but McKenzie remained determined to stay focused on her goals. She has spoken about how she used this time to strengthen her mental game, viewing the setback as an opportunity to grow and adapt. Despite these disruptions, McKenzie entered the Tokyo Games ready to defend her title in the 400-meter freestyle. The Paralympics themselves were also different, held without spectators and under strict health protocols. The atmosphere was quieter, with athletes isolated from the usual fanfare and support of crowds. For McKenzie, this added another layer of mental toughness as she adjusted to competing in a very different environment. In the 400-meter freestyle S7 final, McKenzie delivered a stellar performance, claiming gold with a time of 5 minutes and 5.84 seconds. This marked her third consecutive victory in this event across 3 Paralympics. Winning gold in Tokyo amidst the global challenges of the pandemic was particularly significant, as it underscored her ability to thrive under difficult circumstances. McKenzie's adaptability and perseverance throughout the pandemic demonstrated her resilience. She maintained her focus, stayed committed to her training despite the obstacles, and emerged as a Paralympic champion once again. Her success in Tokyo not only highlighted her athletic prowess, but also showcased her mental strength. She adapted to the changing world, maintained her determination, and continued to achieve greatness on the global stage. McKenzie Coan has been a powerful advocate for disability rights and inclusivity, using her platform as a Paralympic athlete to push for greater representation and accessibility in sports. Through her journey as an elite swimmer, she has become a vocal proponent of adaptive sports, believing that people with disabilities should have the same opportunities to engage in physical activity and competitive sports as their able-bodied counterparts. One of McKenzie's key focuses has been raising awareness about the importance of making sports accessible to everyone, regardless of their physical abilities. She has spoken at numerous events and participated in campaigns that emphasize the need for inclusive sports programs at the grassroots level. McKenzie often highlights that adaptive sports not only provide physical benefits but also offer emotional and social growth for people with disabilities, helping them build confidence and break down societal barriers. Her advocacy extends beyond the pool. She uses her social media platforms and public appearances to share her personal story and inspire others with disabilities to pursue their dreams. Through her outreach, McKenzie has become a role model for young athletes with disabilities, showing that limitations can be overcome with determination, support, and accessible opportunities. Moreover, McKenzie has worked with organizations such as the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee, USOC, and other advocacy groups to push for more visibility of Paralympic athletes in mainstream sports media. She believes that increased media coverage of Paralympic events is essential to breaking stereotypes and creating a more inclusive sporting world. By advocating for equal representation, she hopes to inspire a broader conversation about disability rights and inclusivity, not just in sports but in all areas of life. McKenzie's efforts have also focused on promoting legislation and policies that improve accessibility in public spaces, particularly in athletic facilities. She has consistently emphasized that for adaptive sports to grow, more must be done to ensure that disabled athletes have access to the equipment, training, and infrastructure they need to succeed. Through her advocacy, McKenzie Coan has become a leading voice in the fight for inclusivity in sports, helping pave the way for future generations of adaptive athletes and ensuring that people with disabilities are recognized, valued, and supported in every aspect of life. Beyond her remarkable swimming career, McKenzie Coan is deeply committed to her education and has a passion for psychology. Balancing her studies with the rigorous demands of elite training, McKenzie has demonstrated the same level of discipline and focus in the classroom as she has in the pool. She pursued her undergraduate degree in political science at Loyola University, Maryland, where she managed her academic responsibilities alongside her Paralympic training and competitions. McKenzie's interest in psychology stems from her desire to understand the human mind and help others navigate the mental challenges they face. Her personal journey as an athlete dealing with osteogenesis imperfecta, frequent injuries, and the pressure of high-level competition has fueled her passion for mental health advocacy. She has often spoken about the importance of mental resilience in sports and life, emphasizing that mental strength is as important as physical conditioning in achieving success. Outside of her academic and athletic pursuits, McKenzie enjoys a range of personal interests that help her stay grounded. She has a passion for reading and often finds solace in books during her downtime. Music is another outlet that she uses to unwind, and she has shared that it helps her relax and stay focused. In addition, McKenzie enjoys spending time with family and friends, who have been a constant source of support throughout her career. Staying grounded in the face of intense competition and public attention can be challenging, but McKenzie's strong support system and her dedication to personal growth help her maintain balance. Her ability to manage the pressures of being a Paralympic champion while pursuing her education and personal interests is a testament to her discipline, resilience, and well-rounded approach to life. Ultimately, McKenzie's life beyond the pool is driven by her desire to make a positive impact both in her career and in the world of mental health, inspiring others to overcome their challenges with grace and determination. As McKenzie Coan prepares for the 2024 Paralympic Games in Paris, her training has evolved significantly since her successful campaigns at Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2020. With 3 gold medals in Rio and another gold in Tokyo, McKenzie has established herself as one of the top Paralympic swimmers in the world. However, her drive for improvement and her passion for competition continue to fuel her as she looks toward Paris. Over the years, McKenzie has adapted her training to meet the growing demands of elite competition, all while managing the challenges of osteogenesis imperfecta, OI. Her training regimen is focused on maintaining strength, building endurance, and refining her technique. As someone with brittle bones, she and her coaching team have had to balance pushing her limits with the need to protect her body from injury. This careful balance is crucial as McKenzie prepares for the most physically demanding competition of her career. Her training now includes a strong emphasis on recovery and injury prevention, a necessary focus for someone who has faced numerous fractures throughout her life. Strengthening exercises and a tailored training routine help her stay fit without risking overuse injuries, which are a constant concern due to her condition. She also incorporates mental preparation into her routine, reflecting on the lessons learned from past games and how to apply them in Paris. McKenzie's goals for Paris 2024 are clear: to build on her previous Paralympic successes and continue her dominance in freestyle events, particularly the 400m, where she has earned gold in the last 2 Paralympics. However, her motivation goes beyond winning medals. McKenzie is deeply driven by her desire to inspire the next generation of Paralympic athletes and to advocate for greater representation of people with disabilities in sports. Her perseverance and resilience, despite the physical challenges posed by OI, make her not just a champion in the pool, but also a role model for athletes around the world. McKenzie's journey to Paris 2024 represents another chapter in her already storied career, where her unyielding determination to excel at the elite level, even when faced with adversity, continues to push her forward. For McKenzie, Paris is not just about adding to her medal tally, but about demonstrating that limitations, whether physical or mental, can be overcome with passion, preparation, and perseverance. McKenzie Coan's legacy as one of the most successful Paralympic swimmers is defined by her exceptional achievements in the pool and her role as a trailblazer for adaptive sports. With multiple gold medals across 3 Paralympic Games, McKenzie has not only solidified her place as one of the greatest Paralympic athletes but also contributed to advancing the visibility and recognition of adaptive sports on the global stage. McKenzie views her contributions to Paralympic swimming as part of a broader mission to inspire and empower athletes with disabilities. She consistently emphasizes the importance of representation and inclusivity in sports, recognizing that her platform allows her to showcase what athletes with disabilities can achieve when given the right opportunities. Her success in the pool is a testament to the fact that physical limitations do not have to hinder one's potential, and she hopes that her story motivates others to pursue their dreams, no matter the obstacles they face. Her influence on the next generation of athletes with disabilities is profound. As someone who has overcome the challenges of osteogenesis imperfecta, McKenzie serves as a role model for young athletes, proving that perseverance and dedication can lead to success on the world's biggest stage. She has often spoken about how sports can transform lives, offering not just physical benefits but also fostering confidence, independence, and resilience. Through her advocacy and her work with organizations promoting adaptive sports, McKenzie aims to continue breaking down barriers for athletes with disabilities. Looking to the future, McKenzie aspires to continue pushing the boundaries of what athletes with disabilities can achieve. She plans to remain involved in the world of sports, whether through competing, mentoring, or advocating for more resources and support for adaptive athletes. Her goal is to ensure that the Paralympics and adaptive sports continue to grow, offering more opportunities for athletes to shine and for society to recognize the incredible talents and potential within the disability community. Ultimately, McKenzie Coan's legacy extends far beyond her medals. She has become a symbol of hope, strength, and perseverance, inspiring countless individuals to break through their own limitations and redefine what is possible in the world of sports.